हेलो गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू प्रोजेक्ट गुरु। आज की इस वीडियो में हम लोग बात करने वाले हैं फीफा वर्ल्ड कप 2022 विनर प्रेडिक्शन मॉडल सीरीज की नेक्स्ट वीडियो के बारे में। सीरीज की फर्स्ट वीडियो में हमने देखा था हाउ टू स्क्रैप द डेटा ऑफ ऑल द वर्ल्ड कप्स एंड उसके बाद हमने वर्ल्ड कप 2022 का फिक्सर भी स्क्रैप किया था। आई होप यू हैव वॉच्ड दैट वीडियो एंड इफ नॉट देन आई विल रिकमेंड कि इस वीडियो को स्टार्ट करने से पहले आप उस वीडियो को देख ले। लिंक मैं डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में प्रोवाइड करवा दूंगा। नाउ इस वीडियो में हम लोग सारे डेटा को क्लीन करेंगे एंड देन वी विल सी हाउ टू स्क्रैप द पॉइंट्स टेबल ऑफ द फीफा वर्ल्ड कप 2022. So let's start the video after this short channel intro. So guys, this is the previous code जिसको हमने पिछली वीडियो में PyCharm में रन किया था, but due to some technical issues this time I'm using Google Colab. So let us run it. So it is successfully executed. Now let us see the files. And these are the two files जो generate हुई हैं इस कोड से. And if you want to see to how to do it, then I will recommend कि आप first video को देख ले. Link मैं description box में provide करवा दूँ. Now let's move ahead. Now similarly using Selenium with the same function, मैं FIFA World Cup के missing data को scrap कर लूँगा. And here is the third file जिसको मैंने अभी extract किया है. Now let us work on cleaning this data, and for that I will import pandas as PD. Now let us read the CSV files using pandas read CSV method, and here we will write the name of the file. So let me click on rename. I'll copy the name और इसको मैं यहाँ paste कर दूँगा with .csv extension. Let me run it. So here are its entities. Now because it is a fixture file, so I will initialize it in df_fixture. Similarly using pandas read CSV method, let us read this historical data file. Copy it and paste it here with the extension .csv. इसको भी अगर मैं run करूँ तो ये successfully run हो जाएगा. Now because the historical data file has, so I will initialize it in historical data. Now let us read missing data again using pandas read CSV function, and here we will write the file name. So let me copy it, .csv extension, let me run it, and here is the missing data. Now I'm initializing it in a variable named missing data. Let us run it. और ये execute हो चुका है. Now let's start by cleaning the fixture data frame. So let us call it. Let us have a look at it, and here it is. Well, everything look fine, right? Yes, it does. But is it fine? No, there is something missing with it. There are some white spaces which could spoil our analysis later. So we have to remove them using .strip. So let's come down, and in the home column of fixture, we will remove white spaces using strip function. Now let us initialize it in df_fixture home, so that we can overwrite it. Similarly, let's copy it, and here we will write away, and here away as well. Now it means that we are removing white spaces from away column as well. That's it from fixture data frame. Now let's continue with another data frame. So I'm taking missing data. Now the problem with this data frame is that it has some missing entities. So let us check the null values by isNull method, and for that we'll write df_missing data, df_missing data, and in home column we will check for null values. So here are all the null values. Now we have to remove all those rows which have null values, and to do so we will use drop NA method. So on df missing data we will use drop NA in place equals to true. Now missing data clean हो चुका है and we can add it to historical data by using .concat method. So हम लिखेंगे pt.concat and here we will path both the data frames जिनको हमें concat करना है. So the first one is df historical data and second one is missing data, and we will ignore the index. Ignore index equals to true. और इसको मैं इनिशियलाइज कर रहा हूं हिस्टोरिकल डेटा फ्रेम में. So let us run it again. Now हमने दोनों डेटा फ्रेम्स को कॉन्कैट तो कर दिया है, बट देयर कैन बी एन इशू एंड दैट इज दोनों डेटा फ्रेम्स के अंदर सेम डेटा भी हो सकता है. सो आफ्टर कंबाइनिंग वी विल गेट डुप्लीकेट एंटिटीज. So to get rid of it, we have to drop duplicate entities by using drop duplicate method. So from historical data frame, let us drop duplicates. Let us also sort this data frame by year using sort values method. Year and in place equals to true. So let us see how it looks now. So this is how it looks now. Here 901 rows means all the 901 matches जो आज तक वर्ल्ड कप में खेले गए. Now because हम लोग इस डेटा सेट का यूज करेंगे to predict the winner of World Cup 2022, so we don't want to include matches that results with walkovers. And from walkover I mean कोई ऐसा मैच जिसमें either टीम के पास कोई प्लेयर नहीं था और the team was disqualified. World Cup history में there was one match which ended in walkover and that was between Sweden and Austria. इसमें Sweden home and Austria away team थी. So let us spot this anomaly and historical data frame के home column में we will search for the string that contains Sweden. And historical data के away column में we will search for the string that contains Austria. और इसको मैं delete index में initialize कर रहा हूं. Let us run this cell. And once हमें ये anomaly मिल गई है, we will remove it using .drop method. So historical data में we will use drop method with index equals to delete index and in place equals to true. Let us run this cell. Now guys, real world data generally inconsistent होता है. There can be some columns which might follow a pattern in the preview of the data frame, but if you explore it row by row, you might encounter inconsistencies that can spoil your project. और हमारे data set में our score column follows the format of home goals and away goals, but there are some rows which have some extra information. And to spot such rows, we will use regular expression regex. So let us find all characters that are not digit or dash. So historical data set के score column में we will search for the string that does not contains digits or dash. Let's run it. Now to replace anything that is not digit or dash, we will use dot replace method. And in historical data's score column, we will replace the string that does not contain digits or dash with empty string and regex equals to true. और इसको इनिशियलाइज करेंगे हिस्टोरिकल डेटा के स्कोर कॉलम में. Now we need to make sure कि home and away column में कोई भी white space ना हो. So we will again use strip method जिससे अगर कोई white space होगा तो automatically remove हो जाएगा. So in home let us use str dot strip. Similarly, let's do it for away as well. And with this, the cleaning is done. And now it's time to transform our data so that it can be used in our project. Now typically we want कि सारे columns में बस numeric data हो, but यहाँ पर अगर आप score column में देखें तो we have hyphen as well, and we will get rid of it by using split method, जिसमें हम लोग expand parameter को भी true set करेंगे and output को दो new columns that is home goals and away goals में store कर लेंगे. So in our historical data frame, we will create two columns with the name as home goals and away goals. हिस्टोरिकल डेटा फ्रेम के स्कोर कॉलम में हम लोग स्प्लिट कर देंगे फ्रॉम हाइफन एंड एक्सपैंड इक्वल्स टू ट्रू. नाउ लेट अस ड्रॉप स्कोर कॉलम डॉट ड्रॉप स्कोर axis equals to 1 and in place equals to true. Now हम लोग rename method के थ्रू कुछ columns को rename कर लेते हैं. So we will use rename columns और यहाँ पर मैं dictionary create कर रहा हूँ and I'll rename home with the value as home team, away with the value as away team और here की को with the value as here, in place equals to true. Now let us also see their data type and verify if they are of the right data type. So dot d types now यहाँ पर आप लोग देख सकते हो that home goals and away goals की data type object है. So इनकी data type को int में convert करने के लिए we will use dot as type method. So we have to write historical data dot as type and यहाँ पर हम लोग एक और dictionary create करेंगे and home goals की data type को हम लोग int set करेंगे. Similarly, away goals की data type को भी हम लोग int set कर देंगे. Now let us initialize it in df historical data. Now let us export our data frame and हमारे historical data frame को हम लोग using toCSV method extract कर लेंगे in a file name clean FIFA World Cup matches. .csv index equals to false. Similarly हम लोग अपने fixture data set को भी extract कर लेंगे using toCSV method और इसको हम extract करेंगे in a file name clean FIFA World Cup fixture. .csv and यहाँ पर भी index equals to false. Let's run this cell. And here are those new files जो generate हो गए. Now we will extract the 2022 score table. So for that मैं again import कर रहा हूँ pandas को as pd. Now let's open a new tab and यहाँ पर हम लोग सर्च करेंगे FIFA World Cup 2022. And यहाँ पर again we'll go to that Wikipedia page. एंड इसका लिंक हम लोग कॉपी कर लेंगे. इसको मैं रीड करूंगा यूजिंग pandas read HTML फंक्शन और इसको इनिशियलाइज कर रहा हूं इन ऑल टेबल्स. नाउ टू स्क्रैप पॉइंट टेबल्स मैंने अगेन pandas को इंपोर्ट किया है एज pd एंड थ्रू pandas read HTML फंक्शन मैं इस लिंक को रीड कर रहा हूं एंड आई एम इनिशियलाइजिंग इट इन all underscore tables. Now let us call this all tables. And here you can see यहाँ पर बहुत सारा डेटा स्टोर है and this data may or may not be a table. For example, अगर मैं एलिमेंट 0 को चेक करूं, so this is element 0. Similarly, अगर मैं एलिमेंट 1 को चेक करूं, so this is element 1 which is a table, but this is the table which we don't need because हमें वो टेबल चाहिए जिसमें पॉइंट्स का डेटा स्टोर है. So प्रोजेक्ट को स्टार्ट करने से पहले I have already seen that the data of this group A is stored in element 9. So here you can see Team Netherlands and here it is. Similarly, data of group B is stored in element 16. Here is England and US. Similarly, data of group C is stored in element 23. This is Argentina, Poland and here is Argentina, Poland. So guys, यहाँ से हम लोग conclude कर सकते हैं that point tables are stored at a gap of 7 elements, and to fetch all of them I'll take a loop for I in range 9 to 65 with a difference of 7 and I will print I. Now I'll store the data of group A in 9, data of group B in 16, data of group C in 23 and so on. But because groups are named as group A, B and C, let us link these numbers with alphabets. And for that यहाँ पर मैं एक और मॉड्यूल को import करूँगा. So from string I will import sky underscore uppercase as alphabets. And here you can see those alphabets. और अब इन alphabets को मैं लिंक करूंगा इन numeric values के साथ. And that I will do with something called zip. So I will zip these alphabets with range. And I'll store it in letter and I. और अब मैं दोनों लेटर और आई को प्रिंट कर लूंगा. So here you can see alphabet A is linked with 9, B with 16 and H with 58. Now here I'll write all tables I. और इसको मैं इनिशियलाइज कर रहा हूँ in df. Now what this means is that for every iteration of I, that is group A, B and so on, एक डेटा फ्रेम क्रिएट होगा जिसको मैं स्टोर कर रहा हूँ in df. Now इस डेटा फ्रेम के इस कॉलम को मैं रीनेम करूंगा यूजिंग रीनेम फंक्शन. So I'll write df dot rename columns equals to team VTE team and in place equals to true. So guys, अगर मैं इसको रन करूंगा तो एक एरर थ्रो कर देगा and that is because अगर मैं यहाँ पर टेबल 9 को रन करूं, that is the first table group A, तो उसमें इस कॉलम का नाम डिफरेंट है. Now to avoid the error, what we can do is instead of calling it by name, we can call them by column number. So this is column number 1. Similarly, अगर मैं ग्रुप B का चेक करूं, so this is column 1. So यहाँ पर हम लोग instead of column name, we will choose the column value df dot column 1. And let us see it again. So guys, यहाँ पे we don't need this qualification column, so let us remove it by calling pop function and let us copy it. Now यहाँ पर मैं create करने वाला हूँ एक empty dictionary with the name as dict table. Now I'll write dict underscore table and here I'll create a new element. For example, I want my new key in this case, for example group A. Now this will be equals to the data frame, which will be df. So in the first iteration we will get the table यहाँ पे data frame A, and that will be stored in this dictionary. And to store data of all tables we will use formatted strings and these curly braces. And here instead of A we will write letter, because we need the data of all the letters. So that's pretty much it. Let me run it. So yeah, it runs successfully. Now I can see all the data of the table, and here I can use the keys method to see all the keys. That is from group A to group H. Now I can see the data of all groups. For example, group A in this case. So here is the table of group A. Similarly, group B. Here is group B. Similarly, group H. And here is group H. So that is how we can extract the data of all these tables. Now we just need to export this data. So for that I'm importing one more library here. That is pickle. So I'll import pickle here. I'll run it. Now let's go back down. And here I'll write with open dict underscore table wb as output pickle.dump, and we will dump this dict table as output. So that's it. अगर मैं इसको again open करूं, so here is the dict table file जो अभी create हुई है. Now we have all the data, and in our next video we will see how to predict the winner of this FIFA World Cup. So that's it from this video, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, kindly give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and forget not to subscribe to our channel. If you have any doubt related to any of our project, you can contact me on my Facebook and Instagram handles. Link in the description box. Also check description box for the link to our other YouTube videos as well. This is Akshay signing off.